On February 24th, the new Franklin Street parking deck officially opened for business. The parking deck will offer consumers and businesses more than 200 new downtown parking spaces. City of Fayetteville Engineering and Infrastructure Director Rusty Thompson tells us more about the new parking deck and its potential impact on the downtown area.
The initial plan for a parking deck was started in 1969. It's had about 9 different studies during that time period, trying to locate a location for the deck and construct one. So in early 2000, a schematic design and a location was picked for the parking deck, and this is the location. In June of 2000, we selected a contractor, a design firm. That design firm was Kimley Horn & Associates. Our architect was Schuler Ferris Lindstrom Architects here in Fayetteville, and they did the design. We awarded the contract to LaChase Construction out of Durham, North Carolina, for the price of $6.132 million. The bid was, they were to begin work January 10th, 2011, and complete the work November of 2011. Due to some delivery issues of equipment and things like that, the construction was delayed some, and we're now preparing for a grand opening of February 24, 2012. The parking deck has 296 spaces. 96 are reserved for the building tenants that are connected by bridge to the parking deck. The parking deck has all LED lighting in it, which is the most efficient type lighting you could have in it. It has 32 security cameras in it to make it safe. There are no walls inside the parking deck, it's all open. We designed several inherent safety features such as glass walls and call boxes on every corner, on every floor, and a glass elevator to make it as safe as possible to deal with any security issues in the parking deck. There's 3 electric car charging stations, and at this time they're at no cost. They'll be paying to use the parking deck, so there'll be no cost for the charging stations. The cost to park in the parking deck is 50 cents an hour to $4 all day, and then the monthly lease will be $50 a month. It will be free on nights and weekends. You will still have to take a ticket. The gates will still be down. You'll still have to take a ticket, and when you leave on the nights and weekends, you'll put your ticket back in the machine, and it will tell you no charge, and then it will let you out the parking deck. The design for the parking deck is a precast post-tension type parking deck. We selected that method because the life of the parking deck is much longer. It has a 75-year lifespan as opposed to some other types of parking decks that are precast. You only get a 30-year lifespan. So you get a much longer investment in what you build. And the concrete that we built this with was delivered by local concrete firms here in Cumberland County. If we would have selected the alternate method, the money basically would have gone out of state for the concrete work. The design of the parking deck was intended to mimic several different buildings. In fact, the bottom floor was designed for future retail. So the bottom corner at the Franklin Donaldson, if there is ever an investment opportunity to put a shopping location or a store downtown, that corner of the building is set up already for future retail. So there's a false storefront as you walk along there with awnings and canopies, but it has a purpose. The purpose was for future retail. The design of the parking deck has wide drive aisles and standard parking spaces that you would find in any shopping center. They're 9 feet wide, they're 18 feet deep. It's nice and roomy to drive around, and with no walls or anything blocking the view to make your maneuvers is very easy. There's an express ramp right off of Franklin Street. There's no parking on that. That's just to get you up the next level onto the parking deck. And once you're there, the spaces are there and you can start parking. There's several ways to pay in the parking deck. You can, once you pay your ticket, get your ticket when you pull in, you can hold on to your ticket, and when it's time to leave, you can choose to pay on foot at the pay stations at both the entries, the stairwells, and then you'll have, after you pay on foot, you'll then have 20 minutes to leave through the gate, or you can choose to pay at the gate when you leave. If you pay at the gate, it only takes a credit card. It will not take dollar bills or change. Your opportunity for that is at the pay stations. So lastly, I'd like to invite everybody to come down and use the parking deck. It's on the corner of Franklin and Donaldson when they come downtown. It has It'll be free on nights and weekends for special events such as the Dogwood Festival and the Folk Festival. It'll add some additional parking. I know that's always a concern for everybody when they come downtown, is to find a place to park. It will be free, and it'll be a great place to park.